welcome to New Zealand.
Thank you so much.
And are you enjoying your time here?
I am enjoying my time down under in general, yeah. But the people are wonderful. The food's really good. I mean, it's really another world, which I jumped at the chance to come because I like experiencing new things and new people.
You said everybody here is a yes person.
I mean, more than yes, just beyond helpful. I mean, I lost a bag, and the concierge, I felt like he was going to be seeing a therapist over the stress of my bag. And then my taxi driver was also very, very upset about me being alone in the parking lot of an airport and carrying my bag and just making sure I was safe. And the manicurist that I got a manicure from, she saw me nodding off, and she said, "Why don't you lay down in a massage bed? I'll give you a manicure and a pedicure while laying down." I thought, what the hell? I mean, literally, wow.
Sometimes I wonder whether we're too yes. We don't know how to say no in New Zealand.
No, is that the case that people are so friendly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and these were not natives. They were all Asian. One was Latin, two were Asian. So it wasn't like they were born and bred here and needed me to love New Zealanders. It's just the culture, it seems like.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you liked it. You like it.
I think it's so nice. Yeah, I mean, people are just really nice. But also people have a great sense of humor here. They can take... You know, I'm very self-deprecating and I'm sarcastic, and I've found that down under overall, people don't take themselves too seriously, and you can joke.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You can. I think you can. Yeah. Because
I mean, I think I'm scared. People are a little scared by me because I'm very intense, and people here use a lot of words. I notice that. There people here like to use a lot of words to discuss something or describe how it's going to be, and I could not be less.
It's because we're pussyfooting around what we want to say because we're so polite. We're so damn polite.
Maybe, and so I'm the opposite. I'm like
opposite.
Straight, no chaser. Just this is okay. Tell me exactly what I need to know.
Yeah.
And that So
and then
that's
get out of my way.
Well, not exactly, but it's just I don't like to use a lot of words to just describe one thing that we're doing.
I understand you grew up around the racetrack. So has that is that part of why you're so direct? Is that part of why you get the hustle?
Well, it's definitely hustle. It's gambling. It's winning. It's a certain industry that is extremely competitive, and yeah, it's cutthroat. And it's very upstairs, downstairs, like I compare it to a Downton Abbey where everyone is looking at the fancy people upstairs, but really what's making the whole thing work is what's going on downstairs. So the racetrack is about the grooms and the hot walkers and the non-glamour to make the whole machine run. And that I was part of that more.
Yeah, I was going to say, so what are you now? Are you upstairs or downstairs?
I'm both. I'm totally upstairs, downstairs. I really am. I'm gritty.
Yeah.
But I like things to be nice and comfortable now, only because I work so hard that I want to be comfortable in between. I mean, on a plane seat or in a hotel because I'm always traveling and hustling.
You earned your money though, so why shouldn't you get to spend it on things you like?
I did, and I do give back, and yeah, I think. Yeah.
And some of that money was earned by your negotiating skills. I read somewhere that your first season of Housewives, you negotiated a deal that was like $7,000 for the entire season, and that you had a clause in your contract which was rather beneficial to you. Is there any truth to that? And how much is negotiating being part of creating this empire that you've built?
Well, when people start on reality television, they don't make a lot of money, but this was exceptionally low, that we would get $7,250 for an entire season, which I think was allocated to like a location fee to shoot at our apartments or something. And I said fine to the money, but I made sure that there was something in the contract that said I wouldn't give any part of my business to the network, which there is something now called the Bethenny Clause, not officially but unofficially called the Bethenny Clause, where anyone who's on reality TV pays a percentage to whatever network that they're on. This is across the board. Because
of
people
their business interests. So if you promote Skinny Girl or whatever product that you've got on the show, you have to give a percentage to Bravo.
Well, not Skinny Girl, but yes, if you were to go on a reality show and you had an eyeglass line that you either previously owned or were about to start, you would say, I'm going to be on the show and I will give a percentage of my business to Bravo or Foxtel or anybody. Rightfully so, because they're giving you a commercial. But I was the originator of the monetization of reality television. People used to just go on and get manicures and show how rich they were. And now you'll see everywhere people promoting businesses as a result of what I did that season so long ago.
Let me ask you a direct question. How much are you worth?
That is so funny that people in Australia and New Zealand pussyfoot around telling you what time you have to be somewhere or ordering a sandwich, but will actually say how much you were. How much are you worth? What do you get paid here?
Not anything
near
near
you. Yeah, but what's your salary?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's your salary?
unmentionable.
Right.
Lisa-
So I mean, it's
Lisa's
crazy.
the exception to the rule, okay, in New Zealand. Lisa asks very direct questions. And she's
I know, but
renowned
that's
for it.
fine as long as she could take it back.
Yeah, no,
You
no,
know?
I can.
Yeah, but I
Fire
find it
away.
unbelievable. How much? Has anyone ever answered that question? How much are you worth? I mean, I don't think anyone's ever answered that question.
But as a
Donald Trump
company, sort of like Gold Star, where would you put
Well,
yourself?
I'm not
in
a public stock.
No,
so
no.
I have, a staff that's under 10, but I get a lot done. So I'm very successful. I have another transaction coming soon with my business, and I'll be even more successful. And, when I'm worth a crazy amount, you won't see me on television anymore. So the exit won't be that far.
You don't enjoy it?
I love it, but all good things must come to an end. And I have a beautiful daughter, and I think there's an expiration date to everything. And when the tables are hot, you press your bets, and when the tables go cold, you step away from the casino.
But you're not talking about full retirement, just out of TV.
I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. I know that it's too much, and I've started to scale back and decide what to say no to. And the thing is, as I've become more successful and now more than ever, I mean, I've got some from Shark Tank and appearances and new businesses, my denim line and everything. It's doing really well right now. I'm getting more and more opportunities, so it's tempting to keep doing major things, but I do really like my life. I like my spare time. I have my daughter and I have my business. Those are the two things that I have time for now. There's not much time for a social life. So I'd like to have a little bit more balance.
Bethenny, do you have a boyfriend?
I do not have a boyfriend.
Okay.
Not even close.
'Cause
Well,
of no
maybe
time.
close because I have an ex who's very much wants to marry me, but no, not even close.
Is this Dennis Shields?
It might be. It might be.
He's apparently friends with Donald Trump's lawyer.
He is.
Yeah,
He grew up with him.
yeah. And is it true that he lives in Trump Tower, right?
He does.
That there was a fire in Trump Tower recently, and that Donald Trump's lawyer rang Dennis Shields and said, "Get out of the building."
I heard that just like you. I don't know
Right.
firsthand, but it sounds like it could make sense.
Yeah.
It could make sense. I love that was a headline. I get it though. Yeah. I get it.
Hey, the other big headline, Khloe Kardashian, and I saw that you tweeted about this.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on this?
Well, first of all, I learned that here yesterday on a radio show. I didn't know because I've been traveling and I don't always know what's going on. And I don't think I knew the name of her boyfriend. I thought that he was her ex-basketball. I kept hearing about Tristan. I thought that was her ex-boyfriend. That was a basketball player. I forgot his name.
No, it's
right. So it's current, and that's really unfortunate. And I mean, he must be utterly stupid, not to mention insensitive, and just he must have no conscience or morals whatsoever. And it's terrible. She's got an amazing support system. She's a young girl. I didn't even realize I know her, but I just keep thinking that she's getting older also, and I think she's only 27. I think she's so young. So she will have a great support system, but that's a real blow, especially after her ex-husband basketball player, who she had to go. She'll have issues trusting as I do, but they love to love.
Do you think there's a warning in there about the type of men that they're letting into their lives?
I was thinking about Kanye and how he's not really on the show, and you can tell that when he's on the show, it's because he's supporting Kim and he's not posing for a ton of pictures except for family photos, and he doesn't look particularly thirsty. He's got his own career in his own way, and I think that men who are posing in a bunch of pictures right away and jumping onto the television show and loving that Kardashian fame, that there would be a red flag there. I think that I'm attracted to men who don't have an Instagram account and don't want to be on television. If they have to be, it's because I'm asking them to, just because the audience would like to see what's going on in my life. So maybe she should try to date somebody a little more low profile. It's hard because she's so low profile, but maybe a civilian. But then a civilian might not. But then maybe a civilian wouldn't want to be in the middle of all of that. It's tricky there, and it's terrible. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. But she's forgiving, and I'm sure that they'll work it out to co-parent.
Hey, I can't wait to see you on screen with Frederick Eklund because, property is like crack cocaine for Aucklanders in particular.
I heard that recently.
Yeah.
I just heard that.
Yeah, so he is quite sort of extravagant, and you, I understand, are at the other end of the spectrum in terms of like dealing with property and investment and stuff.
Well, it's a business. If I'm living there, I'll spend more, but if we are doing an investment, I hold the purse strings, I manage the budget, because Frederick had never done a property like this before with the intention of flipping it, and I sort of had to reshift him and just say, I know we love marble, I love marble too. We are selling this. The more we spend, the less we make. I think it just took a minute for him to get that. He wanted it to be so beautiful and such a showpiece, which it does turn out to be, but you have to pick your spots. And it was a place that Frederick originally was going to live in himself, which I didn't originally realize. So he didn't even keep one piece of stone or carpet square in a brand new construction apartment. So I took issue with that because we were doing a gut renovation on a brand new apartment. So we go head to head on many things.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're both strong personalities. How does it work out?
I mean, the thing that held us together is the laughter. I think both of us would say we have never laughed harder with another human being than one another. We laugh so hard. So that was the glue that binds us. We are the will and grace of the real estate world. But it was intense, and you only have 2 people on the show, so we can't just say, okay, I won't film with this one. And, because I need a break because we're the show. People loved it, though.
Yeah, I can't wait. Did you master the art of the karate kick?
I did not. No. Let Frederick have his own. No. Let Frederick have his own signature moves.
Have you got a signature move?
My mouth is my signature move.
Yeah. Amen to that. Bethenny, we should probably let you go.
Oh, thank you.
You're a busy woman.
You are.
Things to do.
Thank you so much. Wonderful.
Thank you so much for coming in to talk to us.
Awesome. Have a great day.
Have a nice
You
flight
too.
home.
I'm so tired. Oh, my God, the jet lag. 16 hours difference. This is a different world you live in.
It
It
is.
is.
The bottom of the world.
Oh, the top. Thanks, guys.